Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora. A bloaty...
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Well, Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant? What?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of... I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The amazing adventures of Stanley are super famous in Mondstadt. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
No way!
Well, that is
Tammy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? How about we explore the area?
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself...
If I didn't know any...
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then?
He'd throw you out.
You know, the same way you...
I see no reason to cling to things that have out...
Is that so? Then
Sorry, I have no record.
Me? No. I don't imagine any friends.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear...
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon, for one, never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's... Let's go and...
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so conscientious. It's terrifying.
Huh? Oh, hello.
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me... I hope I can be...
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously, I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well...
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the, how can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a look.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this all.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so...
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it...
Thanks. Shoot, I got so so caught up here. But I'm so sore. Honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently, we were gonna meet up tonight and discuss it, but if I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. Great.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the storm, for instance. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Brace yourself.
This is order.
Feel the Think you can get away? Brace yourself. Amp it up. Feel the
Are those guys?
Time for takeoff. Here we go. Feel the
This is order.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Here we go. Think you can get away?
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, so you must be Jack the Adventurer.
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this.
I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Whoa, you are Stanley? You were that...
Very sick.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legend. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of Stanley. which case, quiet.
Okay, motion path.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you wanted to hear my adventure story. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
That's I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who framed the man of art.
Enough already. Stop name dropping yourself every time you open your mouth.
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack, listen, won't you? Well,
You and your partner reached the marriage of Ari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The marriage of Ari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end,
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurers ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do you keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the marriage of Ari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no
By royal decree. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Let's play. Here we go. Think we can get away? Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot. And you're saying his imaginary friend is an interesting idea, but
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
what is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than... I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve... You bet! Is it? If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to... Right now, I'm just... So, what do you say? I can't break...
Poor Jack. Venti, you could...
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone...
Down to open porch, was it? Jack, have you ever seen an animal crystal fly? If you saw one in broad daylight, is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the sword of brilliant
So, let's scout around.
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What?
He's acting so...
What happened? Why did you stop?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those more spouting weasel thieves, Pat.
What? Where? I want to...
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember? Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood.
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't... Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely... Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churro? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you picked up some Hilly Churlian by now. If not, there's always body language. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Well, if you insist.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work. Oh no. We ticked him off big time. Hey!
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually... What are you doing here, Stanley?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise.
I've been starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Atau Gorge.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole...
Wow! Then I admire your perseverance.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch it. I'll get back.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past. I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future.
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to...
Help me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called Stan?
Oh, Stan. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Meljabari that day. If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless pool. Now, adventurer, destined to become a legend remains.
real Stanley. That was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you that Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mandravari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. Getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents...
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful. So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Tibet?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Yeah.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well,
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts?
just now, I could, just a weary old feckless fraud. That kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experience.
Stories, experiences. To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. His personality, but the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior, and that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
What's your name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mandravari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time. But I think that...
Ah, wonderful. Stanley reconnected with his true self, and this calls for a celebration.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare Venti. I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Book! Hey! you at least managed to find...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of... At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right?
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decorabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form up. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy, not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. We watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a creep.
Getting a little...
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost... But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze... Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat.